Factor investigation segment tonight. It's estimated Michael Jackson spent more than $500 million with a B dollars on himself before his untimely death. Now think about that, $500 million. Jackson went on wild shopping sprees, reportedly spent as much as $30 million a year on clothes, travel, and toys. His ranch out in Santa Barbara cost nearly $20 million, and the upkeep every year, millions more. By the late 1990s, Jackson's career diminished, and he began taking out loans to support his lavish lifestyle, ending up $400 million in debt, according to some estimates. Joining us now from Los Angeles, Alexis Neely, a family law attorney. There's a guy, he's got 3 children, okay? He's not in control of himself in the sense that he's taking narcotics, and I believe that you will see his death certificate will be an overdose of a powerful sleeping potion. I believe that will happen. He's got the children. He's out of control in his lifestyle. Legal problems aside, just in the way he lives from day to day, he's crazy. He's got the kids in burqas. He's running them around the world. He's dangling the baby over the balcony, doing all of this stuff, all of this crazy stuff. In America, there's nobody who could stop him from doing that, right?
No, this was a man who was in a tremendous amount of pain. He was crying out for help, and nobody was giving it to him.
But he didn't want help.
His spending,
the counselor just hit it. If you criticized him, he'd fire you or wouldn't talk to you.
Absolutely. And that's why he had no bottom. His bottom was death. It was the only way out for him. And what we have to look at now is who will be raising these kids so that they grow up differently, so that they grow up with the values that he did not have.
His mother, the grandmother's going to raise him. They're not going to give it to this gold digger
exactly.
woman.
The same one, but the same person who raised Michael Jackson is now going to raise his kids. What kind of values are they going to have? What have they already been taught, and how is that going to be turned around? It is critically important here that we look at the welfare of these kids and make sure that they don't make the same mistakes that their father made.
Okay. Now, I'm going to give you the last word, Ms. Neely, but when you watch this coverage glorifying Michael Jackson as a person for the last week, what do you think?
I think that we have to realize he is not a role model, that he needs to be held up as an example of exactly what we need to not do to our kids in this country, and say, do not be like Michael Jackson. Do not have his values. You are more than that, and if you are in pain, you need to get help, not just have more money thrown at you, not be given anything you want.
You know, I think that's an excellent point. I think this is a cautionary tale, but it's not played that way in the media, which of course doesn't give a whit about Michael Jackson. It just wants to make money. It always comes back to money. Counselors, thanks very much.